Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. So today I'm just going to make something slightly different, not different to what I've ever done on this channel in the past, but different to what I normally do. I'm going to talk about a game from 2014, so it's nearly 10 years old. And it's a game I played absolutely endlessly in 2014-15, those kind of years, 16, which is called Dragon Age Inquisition. And the reason I'm going to talk about it is because, a bit like Kingdoms of Amalur, which I mentioned on the channel a little while back, it's a game that I really liked. Probably those two games are games I played almost exclusively on PS3 for years. Because I like them both so much, and they were the first games I got on PS3, and I stuck to those because I like them a lot more than the other games I found. And I recently decided it's been on my PS4 for a long time. I bought it when it was cheap with all the DLCs and everything in a bundle for like some ridiculously cheap price for what it is, like $4.99. And I recently decided I should start playing it again because when I had it on PS3, the two of the DLCs were not available on PS3. You can only get them on PS4. So I could only download, I think it's called Frost Basin, and the other two I couldn't, so I had no option. And then of course, you go on, you do other things, you find different games. I got a PS4, I started playing many other games. Now I play much more games. There's not games I focus on all the time like I used to with those two. And I've never played it. But of course that means I've never played the other two DLCs. I've not properly played the game till the end because one of the games is kind of that. So I decided it's been halfway completed on my PS4 for a long time. It's taken up a lot of storage space, and I really needed to get into it, and I thought, okay, it's going to be hard to get into, which it kind of is because of the way you've got the four characters to control. If you ever played one of these sort of games, you've got four different characters, you can switch between them. One is me, which is the one with the green hand, because I'm the chosen one, the Inquisitor, and the other three of my party. You can pick different party. I'm not going to go into the whole of Dragon Age, it's a well-documented game. But after, a bit of effort into remembering how to do it, I really remember why I like this game so much. I'm in a tomb, by the way, in the middle of the desert, middle of nowhere. And I remembered why I like this game so much, and it's because there's just so much to it. Especially, this is back in 2014. I remember I'd only been playing on PS2 before that, so it was amazing. It still is kind of amazing. I'm not saying the graphics are next gen, of course they're not. It's from 2014, but they're definitely good gen, high gen. They're not. This would be fine now. If I got this game now, I would be quite happy to play it. I don't think there's anything bad about the characters or the environment or anything. There's no complaints I'd have. I mean, yeah, it's not hot, it's not next gen, but then of course it's not. But yeah, I think it's really great. The story is really good, really interesting. There's loads of things going on. Your decisions matter. There's really interesting characters. You can see, if you know anything about this, I've got Sarah as one of my characters, and she's, either you like her or you hate her. People think she's annoying. I think she's fun because I don't want all my characters to be kind of nice and stoic and chivalrous. I like the fact that she's kind of annoying and sarky and that kind of thing. And there's just so many places to explore. I'll show you the world map in case you don't know, but this is like the world map, and these are just all the different regions. They're massive. They are massive regions. Some of them are huge, and you've got everything from a kind of, it's what it is, a storm coast. It's raining. It's lovely there. Actually, I really like that place. It's raining. It's windy. Sea's always choppy. Then you've got this place, which is like a foresty village area near the coast, which starts off rainy and ends up nice because you fix it. And you've got, this is a massive area, but this will be a whole map on its own. The hinterlands is like massive area of forests. You've got, that's like it's a mire, it's like a boggy area. You've got, I won't go through them all, but you've got these over here, these are desert areas. This is a kind of mountainy, frozen area. You've got, these are kind of, plains and vast wastelands, and you've got, these are deserts, and it there's so much to it, and also they're all different. All the areas there's a couple of deserty ones, and there's a couple, but they're all very different. You would, if you were here, this is called the hissing wastes. I said hissing, and if you didn't know where you were, you would know. If you ever played this game, you wouldn't have to think, am I in this, am I in that? You would know exactly where you are, because there's only one place that looks like that. Pressing the wrong button. So you would know exactly where you are, you would know exactly what you're doing here, and you can identify. I think that's important in games where they've got massive areas, whether it's like all one map, open world, or this kind of go to a different map in different areas. It's important that they all look different, and if you could go to a place, even if it's in one city, that you'd know that part's a different part, like in Night City in Cyberpunk, you'd know different areas because that area looks like that and that area looks like this, and I think that's important. It all doesn't look the same, and it's really quite amazing. I remember when I came to this, and this is why I'm doing it in the Hissing Waste first, because it's a really big map of wasteland. You can see there's not much here, but there's loads of these. You can see behind me, there's loads of these abandoned structures, abandoned temples, old relics, things like that. And then I remember coming here, and I started about this far off but from a different direction, and I saw those mountains in the distance, and they really look in the distance, and they look massive, and I thought, wow. And obviously, I didn't assume you could go there, but you can cross all that territory between there, and you can go up onto those mountains, and there's things to do there, and there's quite a lot of missions actually there, and that was amazing. It was amazing when I first played this, and even now, having played many other games, I still find that there's not many games that have got this amount of content, this amount of different areas, this amount of interesting characters, interesting story, even now. And now we often look at games and they're much of a muchness, and lots of things are janky and not very good, and there's not much story, and the content's boring, and I look at this and I think, I know it wasn't, people often think it wasn't the best of the Dragon Age games, and it wasn't the best of the BioWare games, and I've played Mass Effect and I like that a lot. I've played the other Dragon Age games since, and I prefer this one, maybe because I played it first, I don't know, and then I got into the other Dragon Age games after playing this. But I'm not saying it's the best game of Dragon Age games, I'm not saying it's the best BioWare game, but what I'm saying is it still stacks up very well with games they make now, probably other than only in the graphics, which I said, they're fine, they're good. I wouldn't be disappointed if I bought this game now and played it, certainly, although I'm not a graphics obsessed person. But I wouldn't be disappointed or upset about any part of this game. The characterisation, the voice acting, the story, the places you can go, all the different quests. So I think that says very well for the game. And like I said, I'm not saying it's the greatest BioWare, the greatest Dragon Age, etc. But I think it would, if this came out now with next-gen graphics, it would still be good. I know they're making a new Dragon Age game, which is fantastic. But I think if this came out now, it would still be really good. People would enjoy it. So I think I just wanted to make a little video about a game that I think is really great, a game I really put hundreds of hours into, a game that I'm going to play through to the end off and on now, and a game that I would say that if you've never played it, if you like these kind of fantasy RPGs, then play it, because it's 100% worth it. You won't find many games now that have got this kind of content, this kind of variety in world, story, etc. The lore's great in Dragon Age as well, so I think it's hard to fault it. And like I said, we can fault every game, but looking at the problems people have with many new games, this would be great compared to some of them. And I'm talking about AAA releases as well. So anyway, it's just my little thoughts on Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm going to continue playing it. I'm not going to play it as the only game I'm playing, because I never play any game like that, but I'm going to play this off and on until I get to the end, because I think I want to, and I think it deserves that, because having played it so much and never got to 2 of the DLCs, I think it kind of deserved that. Just like Kingdoms of Amalur, when they released the Fatesworn DLC, and I hadn't played that because obviously it's more newer, and I decided to go through that again to play that. But I think if it's a game you really like and put tons of hours into, even if you've played many games since and kind of moved on a bit, it's nice to go back, and you usually go back and find what you liked about the game. So anyway, Dragon Age Inquisition, if you don't know it, play it. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. For me, take care. Bye for now.